It's environmental. It's environmental. Manic Panic, February 27th, 2025. Sculpting the small mountain of performance, the venues are prejudiced against musicians of interest. I can wait till next week. Why can't I get to sleep? They ship it from Sweetwater Warehouse in Indiana. Just a bunch of creeps and forums with home recording setups who love Rush. Using chocolate frosty as a dipping sauce at the expense of real food. My thoughts are stupid to you. Max's birthday, 29's not that old, hell of a good age. I did this in the meantime. Help me break out of jail over the hump. 1:42 a.m. sleepiness. Drowsiness valley ramps into action after 3 a.m. Stayed up for diner. Cost me 2 days. Grimes fucked Hitler and proudly had his baby. Sending a subscription to his cars. Walkie-talkie the meetup for revelatory speakeasy. 3 marble flights up, hidden in the attic. Set list impromptu in haste. Seem to do better when I don't think of anything. Don't pre-plan in advance. Sour Mash Week off Bill Maher. Cost 6/7 of 2 years. Let's have them. It was just a topic for discussion. Need to borrow Seafoam Fender Stratocaster. Do the electronics work? 1 for set. I'm out there with the people. Mentally disturbed. All the rich and famous are children thereof. Oh great, now the bar's against me. Have to work into the prevailing sentiments, whatever headwinds may be, snap out of it. The library is empty, in case somebody comes to join me. Feeding ideas from a dalliance with the stacks. James Thurber, 92 stories, looking right at me from the free cart out front. I barely post anymore. Some nice paintings of faces behind a cloud of flames over a high school track. They were all MAGA sleeper cell agents, so who still wants Southern House? Fuck them. I was wary of library, empty, abundant food in Chinatown on my way to Seward Park Branch, off-site remote today. Working remotely, reading Philip Roth in Korean. Free view. It's bluer than it appears in my wild documentation. Hang from a bike going by, everybody recognized when the Levy Bread sample, and Earthen Berm from Brooklyn Tech. He used to teach at St. Anne's. He's too good to be friends with me. There's no room in my alone. The poetry sucks here. The section, I mean. You could use better knowledge and funding. Wood casement, orange setting low behind the towers downtown. Buses, people, cars. 169 bar. After 15 years, what is my life full of but this? The death of kids, how nobody can afford it, so hyper-billionaires taunt us with creepy impregnation fetish. You know what time it is? Almost to 500 views. Let it all fall apart faster seems to be the message of a tired populace surrendering to chemicals and food. I need another Frosty, French fries, chicken nuggets, bacon cheeseburger, lettuce. She doesn't want to live more than 5 years. Is that a cry for help or a ploy for attention? The Airbnb is very sweet but overplayed like traffic beams of mad rollers, rich ass lightning. I look a lot younger then, but I was younger. Getting my champagne on discount in a nightmare. Ongoing viscous membranes morphing like placenta with the slime of primordial birth. Not allowed to have water. It takes what shape it may. Had to switch seats in the aggressive sunset for a better vantage. Ruffles of hot orange, pink, tufted with bruised nests of purple and blue. It's like the sky is flying. Under the dusk-singed feathers of big lavender wings. The world is an ostrich, and we its ostrich egg. Open for 3 more hours till they close, but all my stuff is over there. No one cares that it's happening, that the actor was miscast. Thought I recognized you at the cafe across Division Street, but that may have been racist, or at least that's what my white liberal ass is afraid of. Making a good living as a background actor, paying $500 for a studio in Echo Park. We didn't leave the house till we were 15. Not like I spent my teens ranging far and wide. I prefer to sit against the wall. I wallow in the sundown's distraction and hope that it ends soon so I can get back to work. It's Maximilian's 29th birthday today. Happy birthday, Max. My play is all stuck together. I'm no Matt Gazda, but where can you read him? Also not Matt Starr, thank God.
Fuck both of them.
Famous rich elite people should have better taste. But that is the scourge of our age, bad taste. Man spreaders probably get laid the most. That's my theory. Women demand a sense of entitlement. The assignment was to go wide, but I felt like doing this, needing multiple gurus, influences, and teachers, white and black musicians and artists collaborating with each other, melding genres, fusing cultures. I'm all in on Life Epic, which is the complete notebooks, not fascist science. Would Rambo be MAGA? Rest in peace, Pierre Jory and Gene Hackman, and Gene Hackman's dog. Two of them survived at his modest property outside Santa Fe, New Mexico. Provincial adoption of mass media center, cultural product like SCTV in Edmonton, looking at showbiz from the cold outside, it's all great white north. Trying to break in, there is no in. All is outer. The center is everywhere, especially where you are. Makers of personal, immediate, diluted diary art when the IT department runs the world. My two cats, Pivar and Volokhonsky, could never build muscle, so stuck on the first floor of meaning forever. You don't do good by accident. I thought it was like Zen archery. You try to miss. Do they think about me as much as I think about them? Translating a memoir into line breaks, you're overthinking it. Big, airy studio, spring trip to a coast, go there with you. He recommends the Paris vlog. Pierre means stone. No, Pierre means Pierre. Jory means stone. Pushed out by the leverage of oncological stress brought about by our non-consensual king, we saw him together in the bunker. It was a pleasant interaction. Deja vu meeting us at the church tomorrow. Tickets to myself on Saturday, a group of friends from one to another. It's a drug that smells like ayahuasca. Shaving the flyers by my students who immediately superseded me. Some of it I agree with. Tell them to go easy on those first-time directors. Nobody went easy on me, they just left. Thrown back on the blank, the river takes many bodies onward in its path. Tide pools, estuaries, oxbows, waterfalls, strums, then picks, according to what's called for. The bookstore cat is named that. I don't have those friends after re-entry to dance once on a rooftop. Jonathan Tupin soul shake party. We get old as the business dies, or rather is handed back over to the people. I agree to disagree with flat detective noir Hemingway style, which also permeates Hollywood. Just ask Chinatown. Volleyball practice is indoors for the winter, splashing paint around the canvas. It made them good and strong to cut trailers with definitive ROI, which coincidentally was also the name of a French king. No longer slashing his way across an English garden, defying meaning with its own signifiers, a rag man, a can lady, picking the trash for small fortunes, making clothes out of crushed aluminum. Can't tell you how happy I am to see you. Transferred to the Upper West to steward the manuscript which died in the age of network processors. There were dozens of meanings which could be applied to that. Banned before it got started to try anything. How many followers do you have? Which I haven't been accruing through the microspectacle, the shrimp cocktail moviola of 1849, living on the freedom of grass times pumped from the well. It was a takeoff on hats with all legal variegation. There's more seconds mapped onto some minutes. It requires slow and with reflection. There's happy to do that in the wood-framed Victorians by the beach. Why would you live there if you don't like Bitcoin action? I'm so old, it seems the world is a class at my feet. Everybody's younger, so I have to be the teacher. My kids should be 10 or 15 by now, but at least I got to enjoy it while I still have hair. Not to be replaced by any grandchildren assassinated by arguments I had with my grandpa. Communism versus capitalism. I was always in the bullied liberal minority. made fun of by the other cousins, something feminine and therefore suspicious about being a man who's a Democrat. Masculinity is conservative. It's strong, selfish, entrepreneurial with enforced borders and cops. Expunging the humor is an alternative to gullet the pollution. Literature is the refuge of soft slowness. Going back over what you just said, making my way uptown to 14th Street, the Horizon Line where they have what I need. Through the fashionable clutter of Soho, she can't stand that we aren't obsessed. Streetcar is Neil Simon's very favorite play. 7 minutes more to tabulate the socials of my smoke break, which is indefinite in perpetuity. Don't be pissy looking back because you're hedged in your doing now by misguided colonial dissident apologia. To colonize the forefront of what's amusing to your peer group, i.e. generation, by way of the technologies, systems of organization, and hallmark experiences of shared age. You have to do it young to get to the moon before everybody else. Good luck. We love the book. Gio, man.
Give it one more time.